Coach Vaught here with another episode of the Fast Five. That's right, 5 minutes or less of information you may or may not know. And today we're going to talk about endorsers, and I happen to have one with me today. Kyndra de St. Aubin, one of our fantastic endorsers, joins us. Hi, Kyndra. How are you?
I'm good. You know, we were talking about the weather. I'm going to try not to dwell on it. Just, you notice turtleneck here, a little chilly up in Minnesota, but we're getting through it.
Well, I'm glad it's up there with you because it's still beautiful down here in South Texas. We've got some blue sky today, but I think some of your weather is coming our way. It's going to get a little cooler here in the next couple of days. But I just want to say a couple of things about Kyndra. I think of high character. I think of integrity. She's very positive, and she's just a great person. I want everybody to get to know her a little bit better today. So I've got a few questions for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I remember this right, but weren't you the first female color commentator for Major League Soccer on Fox?
I am. I was the first full-time female color commentator for Major League Soccer, which is obviously a men's professional soccer league. We had some games that National Fox would do here and there, and they did some all-female crews because there are some fabulous female announcers out there. But I was the first full-time employee for Fox Sports North that did MLS. So it was a huge addition, and it was a massive move for me. And my family moved back to Minnesota to kind of embrace the Minnesota thing, and here we are.
So you're one of the few that gets to do snow games too, right?
Yes, that's when they pull out the orange soccer ball. If you've never witnessed it, you should go back. We've had a couple snow bowls in Minnesota and other parts like Colorado, and they have a special ball that Major League Soccer pulls out that's bright orange. It's like hunting gear, just to make sure the guys can see it in the snow.
So you grew up in the area, it sounds like.
I did. Grew up here in Stillwater, Minnesota, which is, just outside the Twin Cities, about 20, 30 minutes. So basically Twin Cities. A fantastic community. My husband and I both grew up there. We met started dating in 9th grade. So we've been together for a very long time, and just a great, awesome town, great community. Sometimes you don't realize how awesome it is until you move away and you're an adult, because we go back there a lot now. We live 20 minutes from there now and experience downtown Stillwater. So a great spot.
Well, tell us about your family.
So my husband and I, as I just said, we met in 9th grade. We're one of those couples that are high school sweethearts, and both played soccer. He played at IU at Indiana University, went to a couple Final Fours there, and was actually drafted to play professionally out of college. But unfortunately, we were getting married, and they didn't pay a whole lot at that time. So had to get a real job. And we dated all the way through, got married in 2003. And then in 2014, we were blessed with a beautiful baby girl, Adeline. And she came 5 weeks early, but she is a Spitfire now, and, firing on all cylinders and following her mom and dad's footsteps and playing all sports. So that's our immediate family, but we have a big family here in Minnesota. Everybody lives here. That is our immediate family. I have one brother, and he has 4 children, and my husband has 3 siblings, and one of his 6 sisters has 6 kids, one has 5, and one has 4. So we have a lot of great, nieces and nephews, and it is a blast here.
Well, I know you've really done some cool things, but tell us about something that's really a highlight in your mind that you've been able to experience.
Well, quite honestly, I think the biggest highlight of my career has been calling Women's World Cups, and in particular the one in 2015, because that was the first one that I did. It was in Canada. And it was just a big milestone for me, because as we all see and we watch sports, every sport, it's a lot of former athletes that played at that level. And so when you come to World Cups, it's a lot of former national team players that played in World Cups and Olympics. So I was the only color analyst that did the World Cup in 2015 that had not played on the women's national team, on the full team. So really kind of had to work my way. We had kind of a tryout process. You did a bunch of other games. You did U17 World Cup, U20 World Cup. I'd fly to LA, call these games off monitor from these other countries. And it was just amazing. A month in Vancouver. It was beautiful. It was awesome. The games were amazing. And I love the stories that you get to tell with Women's World Cups. Some of these countries that, soccer's not high on the list. Their women are not high on the list in some of those countries. So it's pretty cool. And that was definitely the highlight of my career.
Okay, we got about 20 seconds left. What's your favorite product?
Oh man, anything Zeal Plus. I love the new flavors out there, but every morning, you can ask my husband, I grab that orange water bottle and I load it up with Zeal Plus. First thing, have it when I go out the door. I have 2 or 3 a day. I love the shakes. I love anything that follows a workout. I love the hydrate, the H2O. I love the repair, but for sure, Zeal Plus, any flavor, you can give that to me, multiple times a day. And I feel better. I feel great. I love the taste of it. That's my go-to.
That's my go-to also. I agree with you 100%. Kyndra, thanks for joining us today on the Fast Five.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
And we'll see you next time on the next episode of the Fast Five.